Marcus Cole fixed cars for a living. He fixed cars for people who could not pay him. Nobody thanked him. Nobody cared. An old woman's car broke down outside his shop. Her name was Eleanor. Her car made a loud sound. Smoke came from the engine. She had no money. She had no help. Marcus looked at her car. He looked at her tired face. He made a choice. He fixed her car for free. He did not know who her daughter was. He did not know what would happen next. He was about to find out. Before we go any further, we'd love for you to hit that subscribe button. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us bring you even more powerful stories. Now let's begin. Marcus Cole woke up at 5 in the morning. He always woke up early. He had a daughter named Grace. Grace was 7 years old. Grace needed her father. Marcus was a single dad. His wife left 2 years ago. She left when things got hard. Marcus did not blame her. He just kept going. He kept going for Grace. He ran a small repair shop. The shop was old. The roof leaked when it rained. But Marcus kept it clean. He kept it honest. People trusted him. But not many people came. Money was tight. Rent was due. Grace needed new shoes. Marcus counted his coins every night. He counted them at the kitchen table. Grace slept in the next room. Marcus did not sleep much. One morning, an old woman walked into his shop. Her name was Eleanor Whitfield. She was 72 years old. Her hands shook a little. Her clothes were simple but clean. "My car stopped on the road," she said. "It made a terrible noise. Then it just died." Marcus nodded. "Let me take a look, ma'am." He walked outside with her. Her car sat by the curb. It was old, like his shop. Smoke rose from under the hood. Marcus opened it and checked the engine. The problem was serious. The engine needed real work. This would take hours. This would cost real money. "How much will it cost?" Eleanor asked. Her voice was quiet. Her hands twisted the strap of her purse. Marcus looked at the engine. Then he looked at her. He saw her worn shoes. He saw her old purse. He saw a woman who did not have much. "Let me check something first," he said. He worked on her car for 3 hours. He did not tell her the price yet. He wanted to see how bad it was first. The engine needed a new part. The part was expensive. Marcus had one in the back of his shop. He had saved it for a big job. A job that would pay well. He looked at the part in his hand. He looked at Eleanor sitting on the old bench outside. She was reading a small book. She looked calm. She looked lonely. Marcus made his choice. He put the part into her car. 3 hours turned into 5. The sun moved across the sky. Grace called from school. She needed to be picked up. Marcus's neighbor picked her up instead. Marcus stayed at the shop. Finally, the car started. The engine ran smooth. Eleanor smiled for the first time. "How much do I owe you?" she asked. Marcus wiped his hands on a rag. He thought about his rent. He thought about Grace's shoes. He thought about his empty pocket. Then he thought about Eleanor's small purse. He thought about her worn shoes too. "Nothing," Marcus said. "This one is free." Eleanor's eyes went wide. "Free? That cannot be right. That part alone must cost so much." "It's fine," Marcus said. "You needed help. I could help. That's enough." Eleanor did not move for a moment. She looked at him closely. Then she reached into her purse. She pulled out a small card. "Please," she said. "Take my number. I want to repay you somehow." Marcus shook his head. "You don't owe me anything, ma'am." But Eleanor pressed the card into his hand anyway. "Just in case," she said. "Please." Marcus put the card in his pocket. He forgot about it soon after. He had bills to think about. He had Grace to think about. The card did not matter to him. That night, Marcus sat at his kitchen table. He counted his coins again. The count was lower now. He had used his savings on Eleanor's car part. He said nothing to Grace. He just tucked her into bed and kissed her forehead. "Daddy, are we okay?" Grace asked, half asleep. "We're okay, baby," Marcus said. "We're always okay." But inside, he was scared. Rent was due in 5 days. He had almost nothing left. 3 days later, everything changed. A black car pulled up outside his shop. It was clean and shiny. It looked expensive. A woman stepped out. She wore a sharp suit. She wore sharp shoes. She looked like she ran a big company. She walked straight to Marcus. "Are you Marcus Cole?" she asked. Marcus wiped his hands. "Yes, ma'am. Can I help you?" "My name is Victoria Whitfield," she said. "Eleanor Whitfield is my mother." Marcus's eyes widened. "Oh, is she okay?" "She's more than okay," Victoria said. "She told me what you did. She told me you fixed her car for free." Marcus shrugged. It wasn't a big deal. Victoria stared at him. Her eyes were sharp. Her voice was firm. It was a big deal to her, she said. And it's about to be a big deal to you too. Marcus stood there, confused. I don't understand, he said. Victoria crossed her arms. My mother called me crying. She said a stranger helped her when nobody else would. She said you gave her a part worth hundreds of dollars. For free. To a woman you had never met. Marcus looked down at his hands. She needed help. That's all I saw. That's exactly the problem, Victoria said. Most people don't see that anymore. She looked around his shop. She saw the leaking roof. She saw the old tools. She saw a business barely holding on. You run this place alone? She asked. Yes, ma'am, Marcus said. Just me. And you have a daughter? Marcus tensed up. How do you know that? My mother talks a lot, Victoria said, almost smiling. She noticed a photo on your desk. A little girl. She asked about her. Marcus nodded slowly. Grace. She's 7. Victoria studied him for a long moment. Then she said something Marcus did not expect. I'm the CEO of Whitfield Auto Group, she said. We own 12 repair centers across the state. Marcus blinked. I didn't know that. Most people don't know my mother lives simply, Victoria said. She likes it that way. She doesn't want people treating her differently because of me. Marcus stayed quiet. He did not know what to say. Victoria continued. My mother told me something else. She said you looked poor yourself. She said you still helped her instead of turning her away. She needed her car, Marcus said simply. I could fix it. So I did. Victoria nodded slowly. That kind of honesty is rare, Mr. Cole. Rare and valuable. She reached into her bag and pulled out a folder. She placed it on his workbench. I want to offer you a partnership, she said. One of our repair centers downtown needs a new manager. Good pay. Steady hours. Full benefits for you and your daughter. Marcus stared at the folder. His hands were shaking now. Why me, he asked. You don't even know me. I know enough, Victoria said. I know you helped someone with nothing to gain. That tells me everything I need to know about your character. Marcus opened the folder slowly. He saw the numbers. He saw the salary. It was more than double what he made now. It was steady. It was safe. Tears filled his eyes. He thought of Grace. He thought of her worn shoes. He thought of the rent he almost could not pay. I don't know what to say, he whispered. Say yes, Victoria said gently. You earned this. Not because you asked for it. Because you didn't. Marcus signed the papers 3 days later. He kept his old shop too, part-time, for the neighborhood. But now he had steady income. Now he had security. Now Grace had new shoes, and a father who did not stay up at night counting coins. Eleanor visited him every week after that. She brought cookies. She brought stories. She became like family. One evening, Grace asked her father a question. Daddy, why did the CEO lady help us? Marcus smiled and knelt down beside her. Because I helped someone first, he said. And kindness always finds its way back. Always. Grace nodded like she understood. Maybe she did. Maybe kids understand kindness better than grown-ups do. Marcus never expected anything that day he fixed Eleanor's car. He just saw a woman who needed help. He gave it freely. He gave it without asking questions. And because he gave without expecting anything, everything came back to him. This story is a reminder. Small acts of kindness are never wasted. They may not pay off right away, but they often come back in ways we never imagined. If this story touched your heart, let us know in the comments below. Tell us what you would have done in Marcus's place. Would you have fixed the car for free? And if you enjoyed this story, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us keep bringing you more powerful stories about kindness, karma, and the good that still exists in this world. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next story.